In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up and program this ONN 6-device remote control. I'm going to put some devices in there for you and show you a couple of different ways to program it. I'm going to make it real easy for you. If you're a subscribed member to my community, then welcome back. If you're new to my channel, consider clicking that subscribe button below, and please like this video if you find it helpful for you. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Before we get started, let's take a quick look at the batteries. They go under this cover right here, and it takes two AA batteries. One thing to note about this is if your batteries are weak or marginal, this can cause programming issues. So if your remote appears to be working a little finicky, try replacing the batteries. Also, if your power light right here blinks 3 times, this is a built-in low battery indicator. Okay, moving on to programming. There's 2 ways to program the remote. The first method is to input the codes that came off of the code sheet, or you can visit www.onremotes.com to check out the user manual and a list of the codes. I'll post a link in the description below. The second method of programming is the auto code search. Let's get started with the code input of a couple different devices so you can get the feel for it. Also, when I'm programming these devices in, I always like to start with the power turned on. Okay, so press and hold the program button right here until the red light comes on the power. There we go. And press the device button that you're working with. In this case, we're going to start with an LG TV, so TV right there, and enter the 4-digit code from the list. The code for my LG TV is 3534. The power light should go out. If it flashes and stays on, then you've entered an invalid code. And I've already tried this code and it works great. I also tried this apps button right here and that works well too. So if you have a smart TV, give this a try and see if it doesn't bring up your apps on your TV. One important note is that sometimes a code will only partially work. Check your code's different functions like input, power, volume, etc. If some functions work but not others, try the next code in the list. If you've exhausted all the codes on the list, you'll want to try the next section of the video for auto code search. Okay, let's do a Bose soundbar next. Same thing, press and hold program till the light comes on. There we go. Press the device button. In this case, it'll be audio, and enter the code from the list. In my case, it's 2025 for Bose. The light went out. Same thing, you're going to want to check the functionality of this code. One more thing is a streaming device. I'll put in an Apple TV streaming device. Same thing here. Press the power button. The program button. The device button will be stream. And then code for Apple TV is 3523. All right. One thing about the streaming is I do get a lot of questions about Fire Stick, like what's the code for Fire Stick? There is no code for Fire Stick, but it will still work. It works through your TV's HDMI port using HDMI CEC. I actually have a video on this that I'll link to below. Okay, the Roku stick is different, however. I'm pretty sure that works on an RF remote, and this remote is IR only, so it's not going to work. But the Roku set-top, tabletop, I believe it will work on that. You can input codes to your other devices in the very same way that I've shown you with the respective device buttons and codes. Moving on to auto code search. If the direct entry method didn't work for you, this may work, but it'll take longer since the remote has to search through the codes one code at a time. All right, so start with the device powered on In this example, we're going to be working with a TV. Press and hold program till the red light comes on, and then select the device that you're working with, TV in this case. And you must keep the remote pointed at the device the entire time so it doesn't miss any of the codes. Press and hold the OK button until your device turns off. All right, the power light will flash each time it's sending out a new code. This can take up to 10 or more minutes to scan through all the available codes, so you have to keep that OK button pressed down. Once your device turns off, like say it responded, release the OK button to store the code. Now, if you've scanned through all the available codes in the device category, the power LED should flash 3 times and then turn off. If you've already tried the direct code entry and that didn't work either, then you're out of luck and you should throw the remote in the trash. Once again, test the functionality of the code. If you've tested the first code that your device responded to and it only partially works, then you'll have to start the process again. This time, don't stop on the first code that your device responds to, but let it pass that code until your device responds again. For example, if you start with your TV turned on and then your TV responds by turning off, wait until the TV comes back on again so you won't be able to stop sending out the codes manually to turn the TV back on again, if that makes any sense. Another feature that you might find useful is the volume lock. If you use a soundbar like I do, it's a nuisance to have to keep pressing the device button every time you want to change the volume. This will lock in your volume control to your soundbar so that it'll always work no matter which device you have selected. Press and hold the program button until the LED comes on. Select the device category that you want to lock the volume to. In my case, it'll be audio. Press volume up, and then OK. All right. Now, if you feel like you want to go back to normal, then it's program, volume down, and then OK to restore it back. One last thing is you might need to restore the whole thing back to factory defaults. All right, press and hold program. Press info. Press OK. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you. Thanks for watching.